Hi, this will be a tutorial about how to do glitchy long jumps in Super Mario 64 DS. Um, so normally when you do a long jump, you you're facing in order to go in top speed, your facing and motion angles need to be close to the same. But a glitchy long jump is a way to do a long jump at top long jump speed while having different motion and facing angles. So before we get into that, let me explain some of the values on the screen. Um, so First, the facing and motion angles are the two most important ones for this. Um, Facing angles is the direction you're facing, and the motion angles direction you're moving. Pretty simple. In this case, right now, they're both the same. So let's say if I start doing a long jump straight ahead, like this, um, I'm going at top long jump speed, which for Mario is 221,000. Um, and my facing and motion angles are the same. If I like deviate a little bit down here, start going to the right a little bit, you'll see that that my motion angle does start to change a little bit, starts to decrease a little bit, and my speed is also decreasing. So you can see that normally when your facing and motion angles don't match, you're going to be going at slower speed. Let me go back to here. So what if I first start turning to the right for one frame? So right now, um, uh, my facing angle, when you turn, your facing angle can only move by 2048 units, but your motion angle can move by more. So um, right then, my motion angle moved by about 6,000 units. And this value here, the angle lag, is just the difference between these two values. And you can tell that the angle lag, so right now, the facing angle is lagging behind the motion angle a little bit, which is always what happens when you do a turn fast like I just did. Um, so right now, if I try to do a long jump, uh, so I just started a long jump. Now, oops, I think I did that in the wrong frame. There we go. That should work. There we go. So now you can see I'm going at top long jump speed again, 221,000. Um, but if I hold this direction, since my motion face angles are not the same, I'm going to quickly lose my speed. Pretty much the same as what happened before. Eventually you start but eventually, once you change the angle far enough, this is actually this is basically glitchy long jump right here. You can tell my speed is actually starting to go up higher. Um, but this is not the best way to do glitchy long jump. I'm going to show you uh, another way later. On the other hand, if you start to go up here, you can also pretty much keep top speed, but your angle is going to be going, your motion angle is going back up closer to the facing angle, which is again when your motion facing angles are closer, it means you can get higher long jump speed. So now let's go back to this state where I turn for one frame. Let's turn for another frame, like around here or something. Yeah. So now my angle lag is pretty high, 7,000. So that's about an eighth of a turn, eighth of the full turnaround. Now if I do a long jump, this is where we can start to do glitchy long jump, because here um, the angle lag is so high that this is kind of, in order to properly do a glitchy long jump, your angle lag needs to be pretty high. There needs to be a big difference between the facing and motion angles. So again, if you try to do it this frame, you start to lose speed, but you can quickly gain speed. But there's always a position around here probably. So right now I'm just continue loading the state. So you can see right around here, I can get close. This is not a complete maximum speed, but it's very close, 220,000. So you can choose this uh, pixel on the touchscreen. And again, you can see like around here, you can get the top speed. But 220,000, if I go 1 unit away, it's only 214,000, so it's pretty precise to find this pixel that it works at. And it changes every frame if you're not holding L. Even if you are holding L, it can change depending on the camera. And after a few frames, I can actually get max long jump speed. But as you can see, my facing and motion angles are completely different right now. Again, let me just continue. But the thing is, my angle is slightly changing. My angle is still slightly decreasing every frame by exactly 256 units. So if you want to go at the top speed, there's something else. If you want to keep your same angle, there's something else to take into account, which is there's also another position on the touchscreen, which is opposite that one, which will also put you at maximum speed. Should be around here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. A little further to the left than I thought. So, and in this one, we'll actually increase your angle. So you can see my angle is going up from 29,000 to 2,100 to 3,100 here. And with this position, it's going down to 2,600. So one of them increases by 256, the other one decreases by 256. So if you want to go at a pretty much straight angle, you don't want to turn it all, then you want to alternate between these optimally. In a lot of cases, it's too much work. It's not really a big deal, but sometimes it's good to like alternate every frame between these two positions. Okay, now I'm going to do another glitchy long jump, but I'm going to have an even greater difference between facing and motion angle before starting it. So let's turn for one more frame. There we go. So as you can see, now my angle lag is almost negative 9,000. So that's a pretty big shift difference between motion and facing angle. So a long jump on this frame. And then, so now I'm going to try to find the position on the touchscreen, which will give me maximum speed. So looking for somewhere around here, I think. Actually, I can't get maximum speed right now. So really what it's doing is it's going to actually increase speed, like normally when you're accelerating during a long jump. Mario can get 6,000 speed in one frame. So I'm looking for the 215 approximately. So let's go there. There. So now I can get 221,000 with a huge angle lag. So let's just try to keep this. Yeah. So if you hold L, then the position then will generally, the touchscreen you want to press will stay pretty much the same. Okay, nice. So what I want to show here is if you land with an angle lag that's greater than 16,384. So right now it's barely greater. When Mario finishes the landing animation, as you can see, well, it's a bit hard to tell because of the tree, but he started changing his facing angle actually changed. So normally when you land, your motion angle gets set to the facing angle, but if they are different enough, greater than 16,384, then the opposite will happen. So let's look at that again. So right then, I changed the facing angle. So that's not really part of glitchy long jumps, but that's important to know as well. And that's called the direction reset.